Alright, we should be live. Hallelujah. Just on time. How you doing, mate, anyways?
I'm doing good. Hold on, let me just refresh pretty quickly to make sure we are live. We are live. Yes, we are. Let's go. Just share it to me now.
Sharing the screen.
Yeah,
I'm going to put the camera on you whilst I sort out my fucking lighting.
Alright. Yeah. So this is obviously going to be the reactions for the 18th of February. Ash has gone completely pitch black. So he's currently getting the Bray Wyatt effect going on in there. So, yeah. I say we just give it a minute. We wait until 7:30 and then we boot the episode up.
Plan. I like how Piggy, the second he has to speak by himself, he's like, "What do I do? What do I do?
I don't know what to do."
It's like you've talked on hundreds of videos. I think I have 1.7k videos on this channel, which is fucking mental.
Fair enough. I as I was saying, my project I'm working on with Joe very quickly. Just he wants to because like apart from the SVR games, most wrestling games on PS2 were shit.
Yes.
And the shut your mouth games. So he wants to take some models from like the other PS2 wrestling games and pop them in SVROA because SVROA has the most limited roster. And so I've asked him, do you want me to join you on the adventure? And that's what I'm probably going to be doing after this stream. We found out how to get it sort of working. We've got Big Daddy. And just to say it, if you don't know who Big Daddy is, it's not Big Daddy Feed, the big fat black lad. It's the other Big Daddy.
The UK wrestler from like the 60s.
Yeah, Shirley Crabtree. Yeah, so we've seen the model untextured.
Should we start the episode now as it's 9:30?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, carry on.
But yeah, we've seen the untextured model, and someone really sculpted in his tits. Like they've really sculpted his tits. Like, just to give credit.
Look, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
You gotta do it historically accurate.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but that's the reaction you have when you eat anything. That's fucking lovely.
Well, apart from one thing that I've ate.
Yeah, this dick.
No, when I eat your dick, I'm like, oh, give me more money, please. Oh, give me more money.
W tits, LOSD cricket fan. Mate, Max buy muesli. Fuck off. He's not a muesli man. Also, who the fuck gets muesli? You only buy muesli to get the small bits inside the muesli. You don't actually eat the rest of the fucking grains and shit. That's gross. You just eat the fucking, the yummy raisin. Oh, there's some nuts. Oh, the actual, like, oats and shit. Ah.
At least they allow Zoe to do her makeup in prison. Duff. Oh my god, it's the Duff already. The 5th time.
Yeah, goddamn, the difference from the light that I actually tinker with and sort it out and that one that just fucking blasts 400 watts into my fucking head.
No Alpine and muesli slander, please.
No, I like muesli. But anybody who eats muesli, you don't actually like the main bit of the cereal. I feel like everybody just you like I said, it comes with like nuts and like fucking like black currants and fucking raisins. You eat all those first, and then at the end of the fucking box, you're just left with like the oats and shit, and you're just like, well, I made this bed. I did eat the rest of it out of the packet anyways. So I guess I've got to have it now. It's like granola. There was like a granola phase for about 1 week, and then we realised that we were poor, and we went, yeah, that's a bit highbrow for us. Mate, he's written his name on it like he's 2 years old. Mate, I bet Max slurps that fucking bowl immediately. Oh, you're right, Max. Yeah, just finishing the bowl muesli. Fucking hell, Max.
Do you reckon? Do you know like how people from?
Yeah, sorry.
Do you know like people from prop departments usually leak out some props? Do you
Yeah.
reckon someone's gonna leak out that box of muesli like in a few years' time?
Oh, I'd steal it. To be fair, you could just.
I do.
I would say you could just fake it, but then I remembered that the cereal boxes aren't fucking real.
Well,
I mean, maybe there's some in there, but
no, well,
Max has taken the breakup well.
okay. Bradley, he didn't really abandon. Bradley died on his own accord. Abby, I will make the exception for.
I mean, Bradley did die for Stacey since, who he did cheat on her. Cheat on, yeah, fuck it, who cares? I can't move on to this conversation. I can't tell. This 41st anniversary week has been bollocks. Like, mate, I made shorts last night, mate. You're on a new height. You had 2 shorts coming out next week. Whereas obviously the one that says, what? It's not my fault I fucked the pie. The pie was so fuckable. That one made it. And the other one was you comparing Ben Wadey to a fucking porn addict, to a narcissist wanking over his own porn. Mate, the amount of censoring to get that on fucking YouTube. Oh, so Ben Wadey's got weeks his own porn. He is.
You just
fucking...
blow out the pee.
Well, no, they're not reading the lips. They're not reading the lips. You've only been locked up for 2 months, Zoe. Also, how do we feel about Kat dobbing in Jasmine to the police despite spending the last 2 months saying, Jasmine, I'd never turn my back on you, Jasmine. We'd never fight. You're a Slater now. We protect our own. Whoops. Bloody hell, I've reported you to the police. You're going to jail for life.
Lexi's gonna come in and go, gay boys. In my household.
I forget how hairy fucking this Johnny is. Batter him up, slob on his knob. Bon appetit.
Like corn on the cob, slob on his knob.
Slob on the knob, corn on the cob, and do it me, and do your job. Jump on the bed. Hey, give me head. Fuck it, I'm playing that song. Obviously not for the stream. I'm not getting claimed for playing slob on my knob. Mate, 3-6 Mafia, they had a fucking... they had a crazy run. Corn on a cup. Fucking up. What's he doing? That little fucking
Joe Hendry.
Whoop.
That's me when you say we've got food.
Fair. Oh, sorry, love. That was me.
Yeah, it was me, Julie. My minge needed a wash. Sorry. It just imagine you walk in and you see Julie using your toothbrush on her bits. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
love.
but who uses a toothbrush on their bits? You're not cleaning the
Maybe
fucking grouting in your bathroom, are you? You're not getting to the hard spot that's hard to reach in the fucking toilet. Nobody's putting the toothbrush. The only place the toothbrush going is up the bum if you're feeling particularly saucy and want to make someone throw up the next morning. Like, what fucking...
I don't know why, just the fish when you walk in and Julie's just shaving her legs is funny.
Oh, sorry, did you want your toothbrush back? There you go. Don't do a smell test. God, this stream's getting fucking private. Hope you enjoyed it live, because this isn't getting played publicly. Reach for the stars. No, the steps. Oh, God, steps again. I think that was Steps. Or was that S Club 7?
I think it was S Club 7.
Fuck. Yeah, that was S Club, wasn't it? Oh, they did 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. I was more of an S Club fan. Personally. I'm pretty sure I had this conversation on a bit of content as well. Who the fuck knows? Are we checked out? Nah.
Oh, it's Zed Gaming YouTube.
Hello, Zed. That name reminds me of my YouTube name was Aquatic Dreams Productions HD, and I made the account in 2017. Oh, Max, you were supposed to talk. Well, not turn the fucking phone off.
Is the Duff going to be someone watching the video?
Yeah, Max is. It's either Max. Would Cindy also have the phone? Either or, honestly, they could both have it. Or Cat. Nah, Cat would have given it to the police. Kryptonite.
He's not
That
wrong.
implies
really.
you're Superman, though. Fucking Supermax.
Quick, fucking
That's
Cindy's
the amount
going
of
for a
credit
little
he has
talk
on his
after hearing
fucking
that.
condom card. Bit of a reach.
Fucking look at the size of my cup.
Your regular user is Zomnomb. Zomnom.
Nom.
Good name. We're not mocking it.
It's just a fun name to orgasm to. There you go.
And changed.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit me anymore. The name just didn't fit anymore.
It just didn't work, okay? like when the other guy who was named Jeffrey Epstein heard about the files, like, the name's not mine anymore. It's not mine. Yeah, change
My neck, my back.
Lick my pussy and my crack. I killed a man.
I mean, she's getting arrested for murder, like.
Yeah, who gives? She just reminds me of that Republican who shot up somewhere and then he went into the court. I sent you the clip.
Yeah.
Like he's trying his best.
Or
to
like
cry,
when
but
Amber
he
Heard's
can't.
dog stepped on a bee.
But no, that Republican guy, I'll always make fun of him because he has just like his hand there and he's like, how can I make people feel sorry for me?
I pooed myself when I was 5. George, you look really pissed off. Look, if Kojo says he wants to go back into the flat, he can go back to the flat. The only reason the flat was unsafe because fucking Oki and fucking Ravi moved in. Then they're not here anymore. The one's dead. And the other's too busy getting upset with himself. Oh, fucking alright, Tim. Fucking hell.
Oh. All right, Tim.
Mate, my belt's unbuckled itself already.
Sorry, I'm just
Shit,
auditioning
you
for
know.
a dog when Tim wants to whip me.
Oh, what's he gonna say now? How do you feel about car bombs? Oof.
Is it Dean Wicks?
No. He's in prison.
They're effective in small spaces.
I will say, I like how this is a big deal about them investing in Carter and Carter. But we've not even seen what the fuck it looks like. Like, we just know that he's been setting up this law firm that we've not seen.
Oh, so this is definitely a persona switch compared to the last time where he was just a flamboyant gay man.
What? Yeah, but now he wants something. Hello, Richie. Anthony. No, I killed Anthony. Mate, just be happy you've gotten out for fuck's sake. Mate, please tell me you're not going to spend the next month of fucking Zoe just be, why did you send her away, Cat? I was looking for my son, and now I found her. Now you've taken her away. Fuck you. Why are they friends? Fucking hell, it's a fucking quadruple shot of rum. Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, man. Fucking give me that disinfectant, I'll have a shot of that as well.
I'm a rum man, personally. Well, I say that, I don't drink spirits much these days, but... I'll be too fair, I was never
Fucking
much of
hell,
a
Sam.
spirits drinker.
Well, excuse me. Sam, that's coming out of your wages. That's the entire bottle.
Cat, mate.
Lad. Generally, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't take offense, Ben Whitey. I do not give a single fuck.
Just fucking... The Christmas plans will expose the stalker. Stalker's revealed. We'll expose Jasmine's daughter, or Zoe's daughter, Jasmine's revealed about a week early. Then the stalker's done. And then Christmas is all about Chrissie, Sam, and Kat being back. So they coax Sam back on the fact that she's got cancer. which we've not fucking seen. We've seen about 2 scenes of her saying, Phil, I've got cancer, and then her going, I've got the operation. That's it. and then Chrissie comes back, ruining a previous exit. Now she's come back on flimsier reasons. Done about 3 episodes. She then threatens to betray the man who she's been courting for the last 20 years of her fucking life, saying, I'll send you down to prison, boy. And then they go, oh, let's just get married anyways. Fuck it, who cares? Cheeks. Fucking cheeks. Wet, slippery, disgusting cheeks.
Just like Jolie's arse after the toothbrush goes up there.
Not checked out at all. Also, this is the anniversary, man. For life.
For life.
Jasmine, when it comes to taking credit for Zoe's murder, fucking the TNA
doesn't work
theme.
for me, brother. There we go. There's a Twitter tweet there. I don't know if it'll do well, but I don't care. That doesn't work for me, brother. Fucking Hulk Hogan's up in heaven going,
I mean,
brother,
let's
the
be
original
real.
time was...
By the time a baby comes out, Harry's not going to want to live at the new Mitchell's gaff either.
No. I watched the episode earlier today. It's absolutely fantastic. Wow, amazing. Is that towards the EastEnders or towards the One More Match video? I don't know.
No, the EastEnders. May the power of Christ compel you. Look. All I'm saying... I don't know, some shit dog pun.
I mean,
Look,
I
when
fed
they
the
asked
dog
the dog
Christmas
about
Bob.
Nicola's parenting skills, all they had to say is that she was pretty fucking rough.
Hi, I think Jean and I and Harry Mitchell will get their own house. Then their sister arrives. All right, fair enough. All for Black, WI5. I was going to say, I fed the dog Christmas baubles when I was a kid.
You what?
Yeah, I sat down with my dog, Rusty the dog, and I fed him Christmas baubles. And then we pulled down the Christmas tree together. Yeah.
Mate.
You didn't eat them, obviously.
Okay, then that's the important bit. Mate, you did look it up. Callum. None of this corruption, please. Not my straight-laced... What was a Rusty dog name? Fucking, come on. Come on. Yeah, I was going to say, like, mate, it'd be like fucking... Oh, what was that fucking Marley and Me? Where he eats the fucking ring. Then he shits it out. Mate, fucking... I remember seeing, like, Marley and Me on, like, a streaming service. Like, happy-go-lucky fun? Fuck off. I cried my eyes out of Marley and Me. You're not tricking me again, you bastards. I think Nicola would call her daughter Daisy Mitchell after Daisy Mitchell from Coronation Street. Yeah, but why would Nicola call her Daisy? Is my question. Like, what's the link? I'm down for Daisy Mitchell. That name's a cool name. George Knight Jr. Georgina Knight Jr. Wait, fuck me. George named his fucking kid. He just added Gina onto it.
Hello, Luke.
Hello, Luke. Say
Who's
hello.
this
Have
guy?
a good
Let's find
stream.
out.
Thank you. We have not really. I mean, we've been having fun. When Piggy gets bored, he can just play a tune on his fucking shirt.
This is a classic shirt. I've had this for years.
Yeah.
At this point, I wore this in London. It was fucking weird. Because obviously you have you formally dressed, Slater formally dressed. I'll go on a pair of fucking shorts and a fucking this t-shirt.
Hello, Jack.
Also, Ben and Callum are divorced. Yeah, let's go. They're divorced. Whoa. Certainly all the It is. Hold on here, Callum. Hold on, Callum. But you let Ben do it. I shouldn't shout, but you let Ben do it.
Yeah, that is my question, Jack. I do have to agree with that one. That one I am confused about.
You let Ben do it. I'm unhappy with this. I'm unhappy with what Callum just said. Can we rewind here? He's saying that Johnny's making every situation about him. Ben did that to you, Callum. Stand up for Johnny. Johnny's trying to do his best. You fucking useless gaybo.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just mad at Callum because he's giving out to Johnny that Johnny makes every situation about him. When Ben did that to him. So to be fair, you shouldn't give out to Johnny. Give out to Ben. But no. Because Ben's a perfect child. Ben did nothing wrong. I hate this Callum and Johnny storyline. I think they make gay couples so cringe. Or cringe, as you said.
It's not the best representation, I can't lie. Like, Johnny and Callum are the biggest example of settling down. Like, they're the example of, like, going steady in a shit way. It's not like hot, passionate love. They're not with who they want to be with. They're not even soulmates. They are just there.
Hold on, who the fuck is Prince William?
Isn't he the nonce?
Wait,
No,
is he the
that's
nonce?
Andrew. That's Andrew.
Oh,
William's Harry's brother.
Because I got a BBC notification, right, and it said an important chat on Radio 1. Greg James is joined by HRH, Prince William, Professor Green. Don't know why the fuck he's called Professor Green, and Guava
No,
B
it's a different
as
guy. Professor Green's someone else.
No, I know. I just don't know why he's called Professor Green. And
I'm pretty sure it's a rap name.
B hosts a panel discussion about mental health. Why are we getting the rich fucker in there who has never had to deal with mental health in his life? My life is so tough. I can't shoot turkeys nowadays. Oh, I can't go to St. James's Island. I'm so sad. Fuck off. You don't know mental health if I hate you, you fucking rich prick.
Piggy's just casting. Also, you taking the piss out of a name, the what name alias Piggy Wiggy. Piggy's mocking. Hey.
For the pain that you've sat through, I'm almost at Christmas 2011 in my quest to catch up on modern EastEnders. I'm sure I'll be following along live props at some point in the future. Piggy, that's slander.
Thank you for the £10.
Sorry,
appreciate Jack. You, mate. We do appreciate you. We do love all your comments on all the videos. I assure you, we do read most of them. To be fair, your comments on the classic podcast did make episode 2 like 40 minutes longer. So fair play. But that will be getting dropped. Fuck, I'm dropping it now. Fuck it, who cares? I'm dropping it now. Have to give Luke. There we are. So Max is the phone. Classic podcast is getting dropped fucking now. There we go. Classic podcast episode 2 is out for members.
Is he going to delete the video? Delete the video, Max. Delete it.
Can't wait for episode 2. You don't need to. Oh, Max has got the fucking picture. Woo! I'm so scared. Max better give it to Cat, Patrick, or Oscar. I'm sick of this BS. Yeah, but Max is hurting, so Max is hurting, so he's gonna keep it to himself.
So let me get this straight. This is the 5th duffed off on this shite. The 5th. The 5th. Fuck me, Pink. Why are we doing this? So again, to reiterate, we had Jasmine, but we had Christmas Day Part 1. Zoe reveals that Anthony is dead. All right, and then Christmas Part 2, she goes to prison for killing Anthony. In January, Jasmine finds out that she killed Anthony, and we see the video where she shows it to the dead corpse that is Anthony Truman, saying, "You will rot in prison." That is the duff stuff we had last week. Chrissie tells Kat, fuck, I lost her name already.
Jasmine.
Jasmine had killed Anthony. That is a duff last week. This week, Monday, Jasmine tells Kat, "I killed Anthony." Tuesday, "You better find the phone. I killed Anthony." Today, we see the video. Max sees the video that she killed Anthony. That's 5 duffs on it. 5. I genuinely do not know the last time a topic like this took up 5 duffs.
And people wonder why I am not excited for the flash forward at the start of next year. Max makes bad decisions with women. Yeah, good. You're good to me, Ash. I'm not going to take that much credit. It was just going to get dropped tomorrow morning, but I'm dropping it now. I'm not doing that much of a... I could have dropped it 5 days ago, for fuck's sake. Piggy said we should have dropped it Monday, but I was holding on to it. So, I'm not all... I don't come up smelling of roses.
So we've had 5 duffs on this shite. 5. 5 duffs. I can't scream because I got given out to last night for yelling. So I'm trying to try.
Last night?
Yes, I was technically. Yes, Archie dies 2009 and is revealed in 2010 February for the 25th anniversary of EastEnders. I think Chrissie Watts and Jake Moon will get married on screen in EastEnders because it would be interesting to see them causing drama at the wedding.
See, funny you say that. We were talking about this before the podcast. Fuck, I guess I can pull it. I'm making a thumbnail for the podcast now, so I guess I need to just fucking what I saw earlier, and I showed Piggy it mostly because funny. Tracy Ann Oberman did an interview talking about how they were really happy with how this stint went, and how she feels really, oh god, that's in such a weird fucking, anyways, about how it would be really good for her to pop back in, and she says stuff akin to, Oberman confirmed she regularly chats to EastEnders executive producer Ben Wadey, teasing endless possibilities for a return, and then says, "I'm always talking to Ben Wadey, who I love. I've enjoyed Chrissie coming back so much. I love dipping in and out of it. The opportunities are endless." And in this article, she says how they would love for there to be... Yeah, my dream is that I would love them to come back and host their wedding at the Vic. Nobody knows what the wedding is. They decide to hire it out. Now, can I just safely say, fuck off. I do not want this. Piggy does not want this. I do not want this at all. We don't need to rehash our DMs, but essentially, Chrissie was involved in an iconic storyline, yes. Yes, Chrissie took the life of one of the most legendary characters in EastEnders. But she's not a legendary character, and she will never be. And I don't understand why she's being brought back to get this starring treatment that she doesn't really deserve. She doesn't deserve to come back for Christmas. Like, remember when Chris Crenshaw did it? It was like some random week in September. That's more fucking like it. You don't get a Christmas episode for nothing. You don't get it for free. Then she gets an anniversary one for free. And I once again I do say, I think the fact that she's only returned for about 6 episodes over the last 2 years is pretty fucking important. Because I feel like we spend any more time with Jake Moon, with Chrissie, we've realised there's not actually that much depth as a character.
I can probably give you the exact time frame. So when she returned in 2024, she returned for the full week, Monday to Thursday. So that's 4 episodes. Jake Moon returned on the Thursday episode, and that's when they whisked away. She then returned on Christmas Eve 2025. So that's 5 episodes now. She returned on she was, I think, seen somewhere in part 1 Christmas. I'm not too sure. But
she shows up for Christmas Eve. She shows up slightly in part 1 and then in part 2.
So there's 3 more episodes altogether. So that we're currently at 7, and then Jack Moon. So I'll do Jack Moon afterwards. So then she probably shows up again last Thursday. So that's 8 episodes. So now we go to this week. She was here Monday and Tuesday, counting Thursday as well. So Monday and Tuesday. That's 10 episodes she did in total. She's been here. She did total of 10 episodes. I got the starring treatment in her fucking fifth episode. Like, Jesus.
Like, it's not.
She's not a legend.
Her character is something of legend, but I don't think she's a legendary character. Like, as we've been maintained, she's not in the category of any of the big names like Pat, Peggy. But cameras can be back there. But I don't understand. I don't know. I don't think her returns have been worth it, and I think it just kind of. And look, we don't necessarily like Tracy Ann Oberman. We'll say that much. But like, her return in 2024 was actually really fucking good, and because it was actually pretty good, you put all the other shit aside and you go, I don't like Tracy Ann Oberman, but the return was actually solid because it was a good way to relate the Den Watts story. And fucking hell, here we go. Thank you, Luke, for resubscribing for another month being a member. How would I make the episode 40 minutes longer if with my questions and comments were toned down for next time? We had fun with it. We had fun with it.
Yeah.
So, go ape. Go ape. Do you guys listen to rap music? Weird question, there's a point to it. 4 big guys. The Northern Boys. Not particularly, but I'm not one of the fucking what the fuck is this? Don't know what they're saying.
4 big guys, and they bust on my ass.
One question, where's Nigel? He's been shelved this week.
He's not important. You have to realise, Raven, he's not important. It's all about Zoe and Jasmine and Chrissie and Jake and Kat and Sam and Denise and Patrick and everyone else. Who gives a shit that there's an old man decaying in the corner with dementia? Who really cares? It's all about Chrissie. It's all about Jasmine. It's all about Zoe. Who cares about that rotting corpse that is Nigel? No one cares. He's a bygone of the past. We all love Jasmine and Zoe, don't we? No. That's obviously sarcasm.
I just say there's a rapper called Davey, a song called Money Talks that you'd found. He mentioned EastEnders in it multiple times. He uses names for drugs. Nice. Chrissie's gone from yesterday. But it's just the hangover essentially. That's the kind of complaints. But like I said, the point that before I derailed by saying Chrissie's been in 10 episodes and Piggy goes, fucking hell, it's actually been in fucking 17, you little daft bastard. Like, fucking. But I didn't mind Chrissie's return in 2024 because it was actually quite good, and it was a really cool way to relate Sharon's tale with the Six and Keanu, and it was telling that story, and it wrapped back round with Sharon stuff with the Six, and it wrapped back round with the Den Watts stuff. I think that was a really interesting one, and say what you wanted about Tracy and Oban at the time, that was a really good storyline because it balanced out Sharon's plight and Chrissy's plight and added a lot more depth to that story and made Chrissy more sympathetic as a character. And you make her go, you know what, maybe she doesn't need to spend 20 more years in prison. Maybe it is time for her to go. But the issue with this return is they undo all the progress she made last time and they just do it shitter. And that's not enough for me. Like, this is fan service, but it's fan service in a worse way than the one before. Like, that's the bad bit for me. Because yeah, sure, we don't expect Chrissy to change that much. Because I mean, it takes a certain kind of woman to marry Den Watts, for fuck's sake. Like, she's not going to be picking dandelions and baking cookies. You know what I mean? So she wasn't ever going to fully do a 180 on that character, but the way they left it and the way that Ben Wadey's just dug up the fucking grave and went, hey, look at this dead body, it's barely decaying here. It's like, we just laid it to rest. What's she back for? Just put the fucking wig on, put the makeup on, fuck it, it's fine. Found a brand new Chrissie Watts. Fucking it, mate. Luke, why are you putting us through university? You don't need to keep giving us money, but thank you. Fucking hell. For me, Chrissy's story should have ended in 2024. It should have. And thank you for the £2. I think we all owe Piggy an apology for telling to not be so moany on Monday's episode. I apologise, Piggy.
It was Thursdays.
Thursday. You were. Was it Thursday? Because you were bitching one of the days.
Thursday.
All right.
So I had to watch 4 episodes of one day.
Oh yeah. yeah, but he was being a moany bitch in it though. Like, that doesn't change. You can apologize. I'm not apologizing.
You have to apologize.
Piggy apologized to me.
I'm waiting for your apology.
Yeah, never happening. He says, too white Ronnie and Roxy, then dark and light like Denise and Phil. Then again says dark and light Denise and Max, and says feed the cat. That's a gun, but funny because it's cat slated too. Fair play. I do like EastEnders references and not EastEnders. It's always fun. Like Peggy Mitchell in Doctor Who saying we don't serve spirits here, Den Watts. Fucking beautiful. Griash, it's like Barbara said when Peggy left, every time she returned, she still got watered down. That's my opinion on Chrissy. Let her leave fully now. Yeah, me too. That's my point. Like, I think by keeping her around, you just make the likelihood. People said Chris Glenshaw was nostalgia baiting. And that, in a sense, is true, but that was also to build hype for the 40th anniversary. But the good part about Chris Clenshaw's character returns, other than Ryan Malloy, pretty much, and I guess Bianca, most of the characters most of the stories, and Grant, most of the stories left you wanting more from them. But I feel like you. I don't want to see Chrissy ever again. Essentially. I don't think Chrissy's 2024 return made you go, oh, I hope her and Jake actually live a happy life. She served her time. You know, there you go. But this one makes me go, fucking get rid. Don't want to see her again. And that's the difference for me. Do you guys know what happened to Talking Walford? Miss that guy?
He died.
He's not dead. Fuck off.
His channel is.
The channel is dead. I mean, I spoke to the guy a little bit, but we haven't talked since. What? When the fuck was the last time I spoke to Talking Walford?
I will say, I love the stark difference that we're going to have. where we're obviously negative, and then you go on Albert Square After Dark, and they're going to be like, wow, see, the interesting thing about Chrissie Watts, she's such a dimensional character. When you really peel back the thing like a chocolate orange, she's really two-dimensional. And she really has a character, don't you agree, other co-host? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we're over here, she's a fucking bitch. Fuck off back to Israel, you prick. The stark difference between the two of us.
Yeah. As for Talking Walford, yeah, I don't really know what happened to them. Last time we talked, it was. Oh, I have to create a passcode. Who the fuck knows then? I'm not creating a fucking passcode to go back to old DMs. Not spoke to them in ages. I mean, they seem to always say they were pretty busy with work, and that was why their upload schedule was pretty shoddy at the best of times. But I also think. I think that the issue with them is they kept making theories, and they kept getting all the theories wrong. And once that penny drops, you go, none of the theories. Like the theory they got right was Cindy's return, which was good and big. That was fair enough. They did actually fucking nail that one. But every other one failed. But I think they just couldn't be bothered at the end of the day. They spent a lot of time working on it and crafting it. They spent a lot of time down the fucking mines doing like fully rehashing how they would do with the Ronnie and Roxy return. Wrote like a fucking 60-page script that I read through. Just fucking like, yeah. But I mean, hey, they seem to be.
What I will say on them is, I know this is rich coming from people who do slop content, which is read the Reddit every day, but if you do a video like predicting what will happen and then it doesn't happen, people will call you out for it and will, like, you can get it wrong 2 times, but if you get it wrong every fifth time, like every single time, people will eventually call you out. Like, there's a YouTuber that I used to watch, who was cancelled originally and then came back because he went to therapy basically. His name was Adam Blompier. He used to do like how I would book WWE storylines, past and present. He used to do it in What Culture, and you used to go, "Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's brilliant. He does a fantastic job." He was considered like one of the best people to do how they would booked. But when they brought him back in 2020 for Wrestle Talk before he was sacked, which I'm not getting into, but before he was sacked and did his own channel, he would do like, "Oh, how AEW should bring in CM Punk," and you look at it and you go, "Adam, your heart's not in it, is it, mate? Your heart's not in it," because he's doing all these things, and it's like that is not really how it would work. Whereas, because you have to kind of get into the mindset of how a writer would really, like, again, for EastEnders comparison, you really have to get into the mind of, like, if Chris Crenshaw brought back Running Roxy, you have to really get into the mind of how he would do it and not go, "I just think he'd bring them back via fucking portal." And it's like, no, you have to dig into their mind and, like, nitpick everything. To me, that's how you're supposed to do it. And doing like theories as well on who do I think will die on the 40th anniversary? 50 characters. It's like, no, it's not happening.
I think the overarching point, though, I do miss Talking Walford, though. I do miss them. I did love their theories. I watched all their videos, watched a bunch of them multiple times. I don't know. A part of me thinks that they probably just zoned out after Chris Glenshaw left, because they fucking loved Glenshaw's stuff. So it felt like the same with us, where we kind of went meh. I don't know if I feel it, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure I liked most of the videos, so I don't know. I could probably just watch some of the videos again because I liked it and it shows up in my feed, despite being privated. But it is sad. It's sad that they're gone. If you want other soap content, you still have Soap Study, who do like longer kind of videos about it. You guys just got an ad. Let's go. 2p. Fucking boom. Yeah. All right. Sorry. All right, chat. For me, Chris Crenshaw nostalgia was fine because it wasn't every single week, and it seems like Wadey is constantly bringing up nostalgic characters. I dislike Wadey because Wadey's made a bunch of big characters return and then made them the main focus, whereas a lot of the returns in Crenshaw were short term and like 1 week. We call them short stint Crenshaw for a fucking reason, right? So this is not it. Zoe's back. She's a main character. Chrissy's back. She gets Christmas and the anniversary. Max is back. He gets the flash forward of the whole next fucking year. Like, and yeah, sure, these characters do deserve to be brought to the forefront, but at the behest of everyone else, I'm not sure.
It's
No, you can't. So
it's a very different, stark reality to me, at least. The difference, because at least with Clenshaw it was just a week return, and at best it would be a
it's been
6-month
1
return.
week since you looked at me.
Right. 1 week since I signed that contract.
Chicken to China, the
Chicken to
Chinese
China, Chinese chicken. How was drums sticking? Your brain starts sticking. So you could write a whole parody, but like at least it would. Smoky Man Minute in this one. But like at least with Clenshaw, it'd only be 1 week, unless it's Bianca, then it would be 6 months, and half of those months she'd be in a basement somewhere. But with Wadey, it's like my toys are more important. Yeah, but this toy was released 20 years ago. Let's bring up how it was manufactured 20 years ago. I remember when it was in better condition 20 years ago. Reese mentioned, look,
stop.
Look, he didn't have all the fans, but he had some of the fans. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just like the difference I don't like, because basically any character Whitey's brought back, he's made on the forefront of the show. It's like, I can understand that, but you don't do it right away. You obviously have to build it to it. It's like if you do a movie, but you want to continue the franchise after the third one, and you want to change the character, you have to, like, unless the character dies in real life, you have to show them, like, passing the torch. You can't just immediately go, right, Luke's dead, we're going to just put someone else here, and it's someone else. That's it. You know, you have to actually build and put your people in there, and then slowly let them go to the forefront instead of just going, here. Like building a rocket ship, not having any of the essentials, and then just blasting to the moon, and then wondering, wait, how am I going to get back down to Earth? I'm up here in space.
Piggy solves rocket science. All right, let's just rattle through comments so we don't get too far behind. I think Baden Williams era will either live or die with the success of the Grant return, because he's broke goodwill on characters like Zoe, and this story for many if he mishandles Grant as well. Yeah, I think the warnings. I would think the warning signs are already pretty. They're already in quite strongly. I just kind of think at this point it's just kind of. It's all a bit wishy-washy. So I feel like a lot of people who were really big fans are slowly fucking... Jesus Christ. Put your wallet away. Put your fucking wallet away. Stop giving us money, please.
I just want to turn into DSP. Either donate or get the fuck out. DSP.
But thank you for the donation. But you don't need to keep donating.
I'm not dead,
to us.
You don't have to donate. You don't have to donate, Luke. You've donated enough. Let me just like that.
There we go. Double like it. Double fisting it. But I forgot what we were saying. Got fully distracted. The Grant return. I don't think the Grant return is do or... Oh, he's posted the emotes as well. I don't think the Grant returns do or die. I think a lot of people who would have already checked out probably have. And I think it's going down in a way, but I also think that Chris Clenshaw built it from where it was to a way higher position, that even if we're just taking a step down, it's not nearly as bad as, say, Hollyoaks or Coronation Street has been in previous years. So, yeah, sure, we are slowly, we hit the peak of this current time period. We probably have hit the peak, and we are slowly going down. But I think this era is only as bad as it is because it's in comparison to the previous one that was very successful. So I think now it's just, oh, this fucking sucks. And it's not the worst. Like, it's not in the bin, but it's not really keeping everyone super excited for it.
Yeah.
Says, to be fair, the returns of Nigel hallucinations was well done by Ben Wade. In fairness, she's continued Nigel's story well on my eyes its biggest success so far. Absolutely, it's the best bit of this era, 100%. And it's just a shame that instead of Nigel getting the anniversary, it goes to the Slaters. And yes.
I don't read some comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, where was he? I agree, Luke. This is by Jack. I actually don't want Grant back because I think he will ruin it for me. Ruin him for me. Um, this is by E. Graven. I swear it's Bip Artisan. I'm sorry for saying that. I feel like I'm with Joe last night reading all the Japanese names from Wrestle Kingdom.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh no, Ash, it was horrible last night because there was side note, there was generally wrestlers from Wrestle Kingdom, which is a wrestling game for like Japanese wrestlers, and there was generally names like Muta, where I was going Muta.
Well, it's the one I always reference of the Scottish kid. Like, oh, I've got him, Shinsuke, Shinsuke, Shinsuke Nakamura. And then his dad's like, a Shinsuke Nakamura, you fucking doorbolt. Oh, it's great.
I'll continue on. I swear it's bipartisan. Sorry for butchering that. In EastEnders terms, to bring Ronnie and Roxy back, I'm not so fond of that. They shouldn't have been killed off, but we saw their deaths on screen. Continuing on, Jack says.
Probably, yeah. We probably don't need to rehash it in a way because we've done this topic to death. Would I accept a Ronnie and Roxy return? Yes, even though we saw them die on the screen. Yes.
Yeah, but I think they could this by Jack. Yeah, we did, but I think they can write it in if they get amazing writers and a good storyline for them to come back. I would love them back. Egraham says, just my opinion. I don't want EastEnders to become complete Hollyoaks in terms of a lack of believability.
Yeah, but we are already there. Like, obviously, it's not as bad as Hollyoaks is, but like, people have returned from the dead. We have Kathy here, who's returned from the dead. Every year or two, we have a surreal episode where we go back to the fucking 80s with Phil. Like, believability died a long time ago, in my opinion. And if you don't believe us, just take a look at the Classic podcast where we get to watch it from the start, where a lot of the characters you go, they are real. They are 100% real people. And you believe it. But nowadays, I think the goalposts have moved. But it's simply just the fact that Ronnie and Roxy are such a hot ticket item that you just fucking send it. Like, there are very few characters you would do it for. Abby Brannon, it's not happening. Sorry, she's dead. That's fine. She's never coming back. Sure, fine. Derek Brannon, he's never coming back. Michael Moon, they're never coming back. Cool. I don't give a fuck. But you make that exception for Ronnie and Roxy. It's like if Pam St. Clement went, hey, I'll return as Pat. You go, fuck it. We're in. Fuck it. Didn't happen. Like, you for very select elite characters, you do it for, like Den. And that's why Kathy's return and Cindy's return were weird ones. Because I don't really think they were the elite characters that feel like they deserve that spot.
And then Luke the Ultimate Whovian says Phil or Ian are the real candidates for any death for the 50th anniversary. Yeah. E. Graven says Reese mentioned obviously. Luke the Whovian says I think I've already read this one, but I'll just read it again. To be fair, the returns of the Nigel hallucination was done well by Whaley. In fairness, he has continued Nigel's story well in my eyes, and it's the biggest success so far.
Yes.
And then Jack says, I actually want Bianca back. I enjoyed her recent stint. Bianca too.
Bianca can come back, just not anytime soon. Like, when you bring Bianca back, I'd say you bring her back with Tiffany and Keegan in that way. You reunite those characters, or you bring her back if Whitney returns. But, you know, Sonya's gone now. Bex is never coming back. So it feels like you refresh the Butchers and you bring in... Fuck, I'd even bring Ricky back just as like a kind of... Like, Ricky and Bianca aren't back together. You don't do that because that's long gone. Well, maybe you even could. I don't know. But you do something like that. But just Bianca by herself? Nah. Not after the Reese stuff. She needs a long fucking break after all that.
ST Graven says, what would Bianca do? And then ST Cricket fan says, would you say that Clencho was bad initially, but got very good? Maybe the same will happen with Wadey.
Yeah, but it's. Uh, I'll contextualize it. Chris Clenshaw came in mid 2022, and basically it got good in spring 2023. That's generally it. Towards February of 2023 into spring, it got better because we had Lola's death and that cancer storyline that started to kick off. You had Cindy's return that started to kick things off. You have the introduction of the Knights, like that generally where it kicked up. But that was in the same sort of 6 to 8 month kind of time period, and we're basically operating on the same sort of scale with Ben Wadey, except now the time where it was starting to heat up with Clenshaw isn't heating up with Ben Wadey, in my opinion. And that's generally the issue. Because I do agree, 2022 Christmas, it's not as bad as I thought it was at the time. It's still not great, but it's fucking high and above 2025 Christmas. So basically, the time for him to like heat it up, it's running out for me, personally. Not like it'll stop us doing content on it, of course, because we ain't leaving. We ain't fucking... We ain't leaving. I'm not fucking leaving. We ain't leaving, but,
Jack then says, Kathy, Cat / be a legend. Alright. Laura and Jack, her family, are all still in the square.
Oh, that's for Bianca. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Eagle Raven says, Clenshaw went from having a show which was suffering from shit, and he already did a lot to help post-Sen.
Yeah, very true. I mean, it was in a pretty bad spot because it had to go through the COVID period, and then from that you had to end up the Grey stuff, and then Whitney constantly getting big storylines, and Ben Mitchell. Like, it was very bold of Clenshaw to say Ben Mitchell and Whitney gone. Like, what? These are two of the biggest stars of this previous era. They're gone. I don't fucking want them anymore.
Could even Jack also says could even bring back Liam Morgan or something. As long, and then Graven obviously chimes in, as long as it's not Bully Liam.
Very true.
Come back. Continuing on, Jack says Graven characters like Bianca make the show realistic, feel like all EastEnders, and then Graven says fair enough. It's just at the minute she has no one here bar Cat. And then Jack says, Ash, the random little good episodes are keeping me in, but like 75% of scenes aren't good in my opinion. And it's little things, dialogue and stuff that are failing with.
The direction is it's not as strong as it has been. I'll just say that. We've talked to death about the current issues, but I do agree it's definitely it's struggling. I think a lot of the you can tell it's not in a good place if a lot of the plot lines feel like they're there out of convenience. Chrissie's return is convenient, and then Chrissie returning to reveal that Jasmine was the one who killed Anthony, despite not knowing that she was the one who killed Anthony, only to have Kat take her to the police, betraying the Slater, and then that to me is convenient. So that when storylines are carried by conveniency instead of like actually like interesting, because there's nothing wrong with the storyline being predictable as long as it's actually good. Like, you can have a really predictable by the numbers storyline and people will know exactly where it's going, but if the journey getting to the outcome is exciting, you go, oh, fair enough, it's still good though. Like, I don't care if it was predictable, it was good. And we're at a position where EastEnders isn't predictable and we don't really know where it's going, so it kind of feels a little bit toned down. I don't know.
Luke says, don't get me wrong, Whitey isn't going to be sacked with mishandling Grant, but I think he's rapidly running out of goodwill with most fans, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think it's a hard one to say. I agree people won't turn off if Grant's done badly, but I think the thing with Grant is it shouldn't be as hard to do Grant simply because Grant last time was pretty ass. So I feel like the bar's already been lowered for Grant's return, and he's already getting to do the Nigel stuff, which has been the best stuff. So it should be a home run, but it probably won't be.
He says, Ash, those fucking slaters. Jack then chimes in, Ingy Graven, she's all the Brannons, Max is back, Kath is there, the cafe needs a new cook, Marie's a mute. Don't leave Marie out of it. E. Graven says, true, I've never seen Bianca interact with the Brannons, bar Carol and Derek.
Depends.
Luke chimes in here, if Bianca comes back, it requires either her kids or Carol returning to make it worthwhile. Roxy definitely needs to come back. The return she had when Amy was in therapy. E. Graven says, I'd say I got good autumn 2022, though I did start watching again after a break because of A levels.
I disagree in a sense. I write off 2022 because it's carried by Mick going with Janine and Linda going with Max. It was getting better after 2020 and 2021, yes, but just the overarching direction that Chris Crenshaw obviously couldn't just say, we're not actually doing this, by the way, but he did just basically undo a lot of the stuff they set up with the Janine and having Jada there, and I don't know, it was just a really bad Janine return. As someone who loves Janine fully, it really soured me on the character, so I can only imagine how it did for the rest of people who don't fucking love Janine.
2024 versus 2020 Xmas. And then we're nearly at the bottom.
I'd say 2020. 2020 is 2024 better than 2022? I'd say so.
2022 has Mick. 2024.
2024 was Cindy, right?
Yes. Whereas Cindy's
kind of
like your entire family.
Cindy a little bit more. I still say I didn't receive either of them particularly well. On 2022 with Nish and Lola storyline. Yeah, but I guess those were the starts. It was the starts. It was yeah. All right, I guess I'll concede on that. I guess.
Luke the Ultimate Hoovian says again, I want to see Carol before Bianca. I want to see Carol return before Bianca coming back to Walford. If a distressed Tiffany or Morgan return with their own kids and struggling like Bianca was in 2008, and Carol could become a matriarch. If Liam returns,
Irish person say Carol, challenge impossible.
Oh, Carol.
Carol. All I hear is Carl.
Carol.
That's all. That's just the Irish accent. I would love to see. Fuck, what's his name? What's her name? No, I would love to see Carol back. I think she's been in the last 2 seasons of Waterloo Road, and she was really fucking good. She is really good, but she just tends to get detective kind of roles these days. So I don't know. I don't think she's in any real need to come back. And if they did, they probably would want to do the David return again. And I don't know if they're going to do that anytime soon. So I don't know. I'd love to see her back at some point, but it does feel like the chapter's pretty closed, especially with no real Brannons left. The actress said she would never return and hated the show. Yeah.
If Liam returns, it has to be recasted or bring James Ford back.
As long as they don't do Roadman Liam, I'm fine.
Jack says, I actually like Nicola and George in the park today. I laughed for the first time since Wadey took over when she said, I'll get a dog when George asked if she will call.
That's pretty good.
And then E. Revan says, Wadey's doing good by Patrick's characterization.
I agree.
They also say, I feel George should have been a bit less childish around Kojo. He is being an overprotective brother, but you have to realise Kojo has autism, so he does, it. I'm not saying it's because he's older, but he's obviously 60, so he doesn't really know how to tackle it. In a sense,
I don't necessarily think it's that. I think it's. First because of how George lost his dad. Because he didn't protect him, and then he ended up dying, and then he spent the whole life without his biological dad. I think that's why he's so protective. And then when Kojo arrived, Kobina was physically abusing him in a sense. He wasn't, obviously didn't really, he may not have wanted to necessarily, but there were still bruises on his arm. And he also feel like he failed Kojo by letting Ravi and Oki use him as the drug mule, essentially. And so at that point, I understand why George is a little bit maybe don't fucking go back there. It's all that bad shit that happened. But I also think he's not realizing that Kojo probably just goes, yeah, but I actually liked having my own space though, and I preferred it. But the problem's gone now, so why the fuck can't I move back?
And then Jack says, agree, eat Raven, but a character like Patrick's almost impossible to ruin because Rudolph is incredible and a lot to say over his direction.
I mean, he's not
Luke,
that hard to ruin because you just don't give him stories. And that's what he's done for fucking years until this last period with Yolande coming back. So that's how you ruin Patrick, is you don't actually give him stuff to do. And it's such a weird thing with older characters in soap, because I get it. At some point you reach the age where you're not going to be on set as much anymore, and you're not going to do as much. But equally, it's at that stage where you need to make sure, even if they are up to it, and if they actually want to, you give them big storylines that remind you why they're such a treasure. And if you don't, you just run the risk of doing the dot where they didn't want to trust June Brown with storylines, and her last 2 years is just her sat in the chair saying, "Oh, I say," and then boom, that's it. Like you need to fully, you need to keep those actors interested because they are legends in their own right.
Yeah, I'm nearly there. I'm nearly caught up, I believe. Luke says also if they do any long-term legacy return, I want Michelle Fowler recast her as Gemma Redgrave. Redgrave, I believe that's how you say it, in the role to rebuild the character and damage control the 2016 to 2018 stint. Fuck me, she was there for 2 years. Fucking hell.
Yep.
And then E. Craven says, I don't think Grant will do anything to aid his tenure. I just think Ross Kemp doesn't care for long stints and fair. Autumn 2022 did have Nish and Lola storyline. Luke says, as long as Grant says, alright, bruv, then you can't really go wrong. Just don't get rid of the leather jacket or make you suddenly self-conscious about baldness wearing a toupee. Luke, give him a lace front, I say 22-inch hair.
Imagine he just returned with an afro.
He just has a Jamaican accent.
Maybe not that far.
The redo Tropical Thunder.
The issue is bringing back Grant every time after Peggy. The returns don't really have the same stakes. Where obviously now he'll come back for the Nigel stuff. That's important. But and I guess coming back for the 40th with Phil's mental health was also pretty good as well. But you run the risk of Grant where he just kind of plays itself out, and you go, oh, Grant's actually not that interesting because Grant's not had to be a character for the last fucking 25 years because Phil took on the Grant role as well in himself, so he's not really needed anymore. But the stuff with Nigel and stuff with Mark Jr. should be pretty good.
And then so obviously you're comment with the actress that should never return. Says,
that being the one who played Carol Browning.
Yeah. Will Masood ever return? Says E. Graven. And then Jack obviously sums it up saying E. Graven, I think he's with Jane. If I'm correct, so to be honest, Jane, Bobby, and Masood could return. I wouldn't hate that. ST Cricket fan says George's heart is in the right place. And then Luke the Hooley says,
I just don't think that. I like Masood, but he doesn't need to come back. I like him. He's in that category of EastEnders characters who I could never see again, and I wouldn't be particularly upset.
Nitin Gantria and Nina Wadia says, have both said they'd return to this by Luke the Hoovian, by the way. Return to the square if and when the time is right for the story, if the story makes sense. E. Graven says, now it makes me wonder if Darren returns with Libby. Jack says, yeah, I love saying nabbed her and Sucky together would be amazing. Either best friends or enemies, or lovers.
That would be pretty good. I like Masood. I like Zainab. I feel like both were devoured by dodgy direction, and I mean neither of us particularly love Christmas 2011.
Yeah, 11.
Which is look, it's an important story. I'm glad that it was being broadcast and that was their big ticket. Fuck me, not a good Christmas in the slightest. Absolute ass. Bring back Tamwa, he's too famous. But and the
He
issue
sang
is
that with
also
John
you have
Lennon.
Nina Wadia, where we had the fucking we had her do that story where she said, well, it was the Christmas 2011 led into Boxing Day 2011, where they have the big Christmas episode. Zainab takes kind of control and says, "Fuck you, Yusuf. I'm not dealing with shit anymore. Get out of my house." And then Boxing Day is the B&B fire, where he sets the B&B ablaze, and then boom. But yeah, and Nina Wadi is one of the actresses who kind of went on saying, "Yeah, I didn't really fuck the direction of the character." But equally, in that interview, she kind of said conflicting things where she said, "Oh, if I'm getting killed off, maybe I'll actually get big storylines." But when she's given the big storyline being the domestic violence, she kind of went, "Yeah, but this is a bit dark. I don't know how I play funny after this." So she kind of just she was unhappy both ways. And then, in true soap actor fashion, so went, "Would you go back?" Yeah. Yeah, I would. Fuck off. You've just buried it. You've just said it's shit. And it was fucking horrendous. Would you go back? Yeah, why not? Fucking shut your mouth. You've just called it shit.
E. Raven says Darren is kind of forgotten now, despite how prominent he was in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Let me just read these last few comments.
Yeah, but he wasn't that
Luke
good, was he? He was the fucking father of Heather's son, for fuck's sake. Like, look, I get that people like Darren because he was a cheeky chappy, but nah, nah.
And then Luke the Altmahovian says that's where they fucked up with Dot, which was terrible. Disservice to June Brown and the character of Dot in its own right. We've said enough videos on it and enough things about it. Jack says cultural appropriation. I can't say that word. Cultural appropriation. There we go. I sort of said it. I sort of fell out my arse at the end, but still. And then Luke says Grant for me needs to leave now. Only come back if he's dying or Phil. Or Phil is, to be honest. Otherwise, he gets watered down and becomes less and less important and special, to be honest.
I mean, I don't think he'll be coming back anytime soon after this one. After this one, I think he's gone again for a good couple of years.
And then Jack says, I just want Jane back, to be honest. I would take Masood and the little weasel. That is Bobby for Jane.
But the issue is Jane, I don't think she wants to come back fully. Like, she always talks about how it's just, I think Bobby being the killer kind of made her go, "Fuck this." Now, this is just me speculating, but she was a really big fan of it. But you see her talking about some of the scenes. She says one of her worst days of her life was filming the scenes with like her and Ian, where she's in a wedding dress and it's in the fucking mud and the pouring rain, and she goes, "That was one of the most miserable things I've ever fucking done in my life." So I don't think she wants to return long term. But that's just me. I could be wrong. I like Jane. I'd happily see her back, but equally, you'd have to put the right pieces in play to properly do it.
ST Cricket fan says, bring back Tamwa. And then Jack says, Nina Wadia said she will come back. If they gave her funny storylines again, she left because it was too dark. And obviously, you read out the Christmas fucking. Where was I going? You read out the Christmas 2010 one. I think, did I lose it? I didn't. Yeah, you read out the Christmas 2011 one. Jack says, how's Tamwa famous? Which he rightfully says. He's in Tenderton yesterday, which is where I get the joke that he hangs out with John Lennon, because he obviously did in yesterday, because yesterday's about where the Beatles don't exist, which also means Oasis don't exist. But yeah.
Yeah, he was also in Station 11. He was in Channel 4 sitcom as well. Like he's been getting the fucking work. Like it's actually quite. He was in Enola Holmes 3. He's in The Odyssey, which is a fucking film. It's a film by Christopher Nolan. Like fucking, he's doing good. He's doing good as Tamwa.
Hamish Patel, quite a big actor. I think this by Luke again. I think Jane will return one day, eventually reunite with Ian. As whether they like it or not, they are each other's true love / soulmates.
Not that Station 11.
Eager Raven says, I mean, Ian is technically single. Jack says, "Agree, Luke. I love Jane and Ian together." It's said gaming. YouTube says, "I won't lie. I say Nav return would bring some comedy back." Jack says, "I love her point though. It's the fact they gave her the dark story and expect her to be funny, the funny woman again, funny Indian woman again. I think they should have given her a break though, and then brought her back." Nina Wadia, from what I heard recently, said she didn't want to be relegated, just comic relief. This is by Luke.
And that's what
The
I
things I
say.
do.
That's what I say about the really dodgy messaging. Because she does an interview saying, "I didn't like how they gave me a serious storyline, so I asked to be killed off." And then she says, "Oh, if I get killed off, maybe we'll get a big storyline." But she had got a big storyline, and then she left. Like, it's just that. It's just that fucking weird. It's just that weird back and forth, in my opinion, where she's like, well, "Hey, look, I didn't want to do comedy stuff. I love doing the comedy stuff until I didn't, and then they needed me to be funny, and I couldn't be like, it's just soap actors, man. They just can't fucking help themselves."
An ST Cricket fan says, "The thing I do to Heather." The things I do to Heather, says ST Cricket fan.
Sound.
Jack with 3 comments here says, "Laurie Brett / Jane is on the dole."
Nice.
I'm kidding, by the way. I don't know that. ST Cricket, "I want Shirley." Yeah, you can double team, I guess. It said gaming YouTube says, "Jane is lovely, but I don't want to see a return. I don't want to see a return for only shorter stints." Station 11 is that the Fireman TV show, the spin-off of Grey's Anatomy by Jack. Graves says, "I honestly think I keep wanting to say Charlie won't come back."
Shirley Carter.
I thought you were going to say Charlie Kirk, and I was like, what? What?
We are Shirley Carter.
We. There we go. There's the April Fool's video. And then Jack says, "Yeah, that's stupid. She said she was sick of dark storylines and wanted to be funny again. Now she's moaning about being funny. Fuck off, Nina."
It's fucking.
E.
fire.
Graven says, also hot take, Mick pre-Janine was best Mick. It said gaming you.
Is that a hot take? Isn't that when everybody prefers Mick? When he's with Linda?
It said gaming YouTube says, "I liked her in scenes when she wasn't being funny, but it was camp, not necessarily comedy, in my opinion." SD Crick fan says, "Nice, Jack." Luke says, "I think Shirley can only really return if they have Mick come back or Mick related." And then SD Cricket fan with the last comment here, "I think Shirley is big time too, but isn't she?"
As an actor, not really, but as a character, I'd say yes.
Well, post.
I think Shirley. You can bring back Shirley for anything, in my opinion. Shirley's that big of a character that you can do it. You can do whatever you want with her. But yeah, I don't think that. I don't think Shirley will be back anytime soon. I think she got burned, essentially. They went, because remember how in 2022 they announced that Shirley's coming back, and then she just never returned, and now it's been 4 years. Like, I don't know. It felt like some bridges got burned. It felt like Danny Dyer didn't like how Mick's exit went, and then Linda Henry did and then Linda Carter fucked off for a whole lot of 2024 and 2025. I always say for Shirley, I wouldn't be against seeing Shirley get back with Phil at this point in time. I feel like they both probably be at the right time of their lives to actually love each other properly and not be horrendous to one another. That's kind of been my little headcanon that I've wanted for a while, but it just feels like it's not happening. And it's that weird thing where something must have happened, because she was there from 2006 to 2022. That's 16 years, boys. That's not a fucking short amount of time. And since then, she appeared in Danny Dyer's fucking TV show on Sky Max, where she played a mechanic. So it's not like she's doing much else. But once again, she is 66, so it feels like obviously she may have tons of years left, But you do go, hey, do you want to come back? Do you want to come back? It would be really cool if you came back. We'll build the show around you. Be great. Because Shirley is a big character. And I get it. She probably wanted to leave because of how all the fucking Carters just got fucking binned off. Like, Johnny gone. Lee gone. Nancy gone. Tina, fuck off. Like, they did just fucking go, see ya. Right, who are the only Carters that mattered? Mick and Linda. So what? What about the others? Excuse me. More comments.
Okay, let me read them.
I'll probably say this now though. I do think we do start to wrap it up. So any final comments, everyone get them in, and then we can continue this tomorrow when we do the final episode.
Well, post-Jenny, Mick was dead, so that makes sense. If this that is by Jack, Luke says if the Sledgers are running the show at the moment, when will Big Mo Harris get
She will
big
not.
storyline?
Never.
E. Raven also says how did Mick not know Jane? They bumped into each other on day one.
Because they needed convenient timing.
Jack says, look, I think her 90th was today, and didn't even get mentioned. Yeah, on the 18th of 2026, Big Mo turns 90. She was born 90 years ago, so yeah. So 10 years time, if she lives to it when she is 90 in real life, will we see Big Mo's 100th birthday, big birthday blowout?
I mean, let's be real. It feels like Layla Moore. It feels like Big Mo's a character who they just go, oh shit, she died off screen. Like I don't think she's getting a big death storyline. I think they just have to go, oh shit, she's dead. Yeah, Big Mo died.
If someone tips £500, I will get a Big Mo tattoo. There you go.
Max tattoo tattooed on my ass.
Not Max tattoo. I will get a Big Mo tattoo for £500. Big Mo did finally return. That's by Graven. Jack says, I would love Charlie back. I keep saying Charlie. I know you're gonna laugh at me every time.
Charlie back in 10.
I would love Shirley back in mine. 10 years, not too soon. Grey Ash, I like Shirley and Phil. E. Graven says Shirley and Phil arguably got ended by Ben. Luke says, I agree with Ash. She left in devastation at her losses, so her returning, if nothing's changed, is a bit problematic to me. But I also love to see Shirley and Phil get back together.
Well, see, obviously, Jack... you probably still have her. She'll probably still be grieving and she'll still be volatile, but I think you flip the roles where back in 09-10, back in 09-10, she was helping Phil through his alcoholism, and when even remember when Phil Mitchell did crack? He did crack, didn't he? With Rainey. You remember that one? It's funny. Everybody loves mentioning crack, Phil. But I feel like you swap the roles where you have Phil try and help Shirley rebuild a life. And maybe help her get into contact with, I don't know, like recast Carly or something like that. Just get in some more Carters. Maybe Lee, get fucking Lee back. He's not doing anything, is he? Get Nancy back and help rebuild the Carters, or introduce someone like the Wicks. I don't know, something like that, and then boom.
Jack says, Luke, she has grandkids and stuff. They could bring her back on her own merit, and then her and Phil find each other again.
Yeah.
E. Graven says, did you think Callum did the right thing in this episode or not?
I mean,
no, he didn't.
I mean, Tim's basically proposition. Tim has went, Callum, I want to fuck you. And then Callum goes, this is a bit weird considering I'm with Johnny. And then Johnny's like, at least go on, like, pinch his ass. Go on, just pinch his ass, I'll get more money. And then Tim goes, yeah, can you give me some files that I can ruin someone's life with? And Callum goes, no. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't even know you. And then Johnny's like, why the fuck wouldn't you just help him ruin this guy's life, dick? He's gonna give me money. And it's like, this is a conflict of interest, fucking Johnny. This is a conflict of interest.
Do you know what? Even though they're a month late, they did strike when the iron is hot, because we did see this in real life. in America. So the Epstein files, the Epstein files. Give me the files. No. All right. How about money? Yes. Well, you looked confused, so I had to explain it to you.
Well, no, it was
Um,
just more so just doing the bit of like, oh God, make him stop, please, please stop.
um,
Someone press the
yes, but that
Someone press the controversy button. He's doing it again.
Luke says yes, but that doesn't change her being devastated and struggling to cope in the place where she lost so much. SD Cricket fan, any predictions for the big episode tomorrow? Tomorrow's not a big episode. What are you
Oscar's
on
gonna
about?
find that Max has the phone with the confession. There's gonna be a big blow up, and Oscar's probably gonna maybe convince Max to give him the phone, or there'll be a big confrontation, and we're gonna get to see Max we're gonna get to see Bad Boy Max again in a way. That's my prediction, I guess.
Egreg says, and Jasmine cries or gets upset again. And then Luke says, Big Mo needs to spin off like slaves in detention.
Mate, if
Yeah,
Big Mo
and
wears that
Redwater.
cut off T-shirt with the pigtails, fucking mate, the old
Oh,
men are eating good. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
ooh, ooh.
what do you mean the old men? We'll be there too, barking like a dog.
No comment.
She can put a saddle on me and ride me like a pig. Then and then E. Graham says Max will be the selfish around Linda.
Clip
Still
him
be
out for
selfish around
blackmail
Linda.
purposes.
Photoshop me being ridden on by fucking Big Mo. E. Raven also says, and who knows, Callum might say more than 4 sentences. E. Raven also says,
No, he won't. Stop lying.
Cut to Patrick, which will steal the episode. Also, Stuart never returned. With Rainey, they still a relationship. They are still a relationship. Yes. Jack says SD Cricket there won't be a big episode tomorrow. Then SD Cricket fan says that Piggy always has to get the files in. Yes.
Don't I fucking know it. It's like, oh, this has been a good 5 minutes. Piggy's not said anything topical about America or Trump or anything. Trump's like, oh, fucking hell.
SD Cricket fan also says, and Jack, don't say that, please. I really hope something good happens. Luke says Big Mo will probably die in prison or something after a dodgy deal with Fat Elvis, and sadly will be all off screen. No, Piggy, no. Big Mo in jail would be amazing, but no.
Mate,
Jack.
she'd be running that shit. Mate,
she'd be the
like
gang
fucking.
boss.
She'd be like 8 Ball and Prison Break. She'd have all the hookups for everything. What would you need? Bit of speed, weed, crack, meth, heroin. A bit of Mandy, bit of Molly. So what? Cigs, spice, blue chip.
So we're doing Breaking Bad with Jack and the McClunkies, and we're doing Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, why
Big
not?
Mo.
Fuck it.
So who
obviously
does?
I was referencing the fucking Prison Break, but you know, I see it. None of you guys are cultured. Orange is the New Black, I guess.
She would be like Red in Orange is the New Black. Selling Tyler Hall's Big Elvis brought in and dodgy steaks. Big Mo in Breaking Bad. Or
Big Mo in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
I'm in the waste disposal business. I don't fucking.
Fucking. Just on The Sopranos, you know what image always gets me every time I see it, and I don't know if you can easily Google it, but it's when they have the you know, like the images they use for like promos of the Soprano family. Someone obviously edited out the son of the Sopranos, like the little kid, and they put in the fucking Rizzler, and it's. I don't. Every time I see it, so it's like the original family, and at the end it's just the Rizzler.
Fuck off, brain rot. Have seen Prison Break, Ash? Jack, you are good people. Now you want multiple Big Mo spin-offs? Like Big Mo goes to Hollywood, or Big Mo does this and that? Big Mo, Breaking Bad. Fat Elvis, we gotta cook. I am the woman who knocks. Who's the lawyer in this situation? Who is Jimmy McGill?
Who's Jimmy McGill?
Who is Jimmy McGill? Richie's Jimmy McGill.
I would just say fucking. I was going to say Gene. Gene.
Gene's Hank Schrader.
He's the bald fucker, isn't he? Who gets marked, and then
he's Walter's brother-in-law.
Yeah, and then he's the one where obviously Walter's in the car going, Hank!
Yeah. Pat is gossiping. Fucking
hell. Big Mo makes a porno, bring back Lady Whiplash. That was when she was a dominatrix, for people who don't know.
Fucking hell. This stream's gotten out of hand. I think this is where we leave it. It's not getting better than this. It's not getting better than this.
Also, just on Lady Whiplash, my favourite thing is the scene that I've seen of Lady Whiplash is like,
what the fuck is Lady Whiplash?
I believe that's her dominatrix name in EastEnders, because she used to run a sex hotline in EastEnders where she'd be like, yeah, say dirty things to me. Oh, Lady Whiplash has to go now.
Big no.
There's a scene generally where the slaves walk in and Big Mo's on the phone going, yeah, do that thing.
And obviously fucking Saeed's there, just fucking, hello, you dirty slut. It's fucking,
Yeah, when she was on the phone, watch it, pull up the clip if you can for the stream. And screen share it, please.
Fucking ridiculous.
Chrissie is Donna Iliado.
Donna Iliado, fucking just with a bell. Ding. It's fucking. Who's Tuco Salamanca? Who the fuck is that? Jasmine's Jesse Pinkman. Don't do the line, Piggy. Don't do the line.
I'm not. Yo, Big Mo, we got a cock, bitch.
What's her name? Fucking Lady
Whiplash.
Lady Whiplash is wild.
Saeed rubbing red raws, Big Mo.
To be a cool girl. If this gets us claimed, I'm crying.
Who cares? It's for this.
Fuck me, that is framed to rip off. Fuck it, I don't even use this shit anyways. I could just fuck up this overlay. Hold on, boys. Oh, it's locked. That's why I can't move it.
Mike is Alfie.
Nah, Alfie's not composed enough for that. Alright. Should be going. Hold
on.
Here is Big Mo getting caught pretending to be a cool girl.
Here we go. I'm back.
I'm telling you, she's in trouble. We don't know that for sure. We don't know what she's been saying. Well, what sort of things? She's been threatening people.
I heard her tell one bloke she threatened to nail his doodah at the table.
Doodah?
Look, why don't we just ask her straight up what's going on?
What's doodah? Oh, shut up, Mo. If we ask her, she'll only say it's none of our business.
That's probably because it isn't.
Well, it is if she's in trouble.
Oh, let's get real here. Who's brave enough to take your nan on?
She's up to something.
Well, she's always up to something. The first time I met her, she tried to flog me a watch with no hands.
Well, I had her phone ringing in her room after she went to bed last night. Well, can't we tap her phone? This is no one talking about, though. Not James Bond.
She's more a Rosa Klebb, actually. Or Odd Job, if you know what I mean.
Tell you what, why don't we nick her phone and check what numbers have been calling her? Well, then what? We'll ring him up and tell him to leave her alone.
Behind there with you.
Don't you even think about it. You get behind there.
Never fit behind here.
Let's fly away.
Go on.
You ready for this?
Get doing it. Hello, sexy. You better be fucking. You're stroking it right now.
Here we go.
Hello? This is Madam Whiplash.
Madam.
So you've been a naughty boy, have you? Oh, well, you know what happens to naughty boys, don't you? I'll have to take my belt to you, you bad boy.
Fucking hell.
It's nothing to do with you what I'm wearing, but if you must know, I'm wearing a black leather catsuit, the same colour as my hair. Very long and very black. So get down on your knees and beg for mercy. Stop snivelling, you horrible little toad. Madam Wanda must go now, so go bowl your head or something.
Oh, fuck off. Outrageous.
It's so fucking funny.
Don't mind my based YouTube recommendation. Don't know what the fuck that last one is, but
The Howard Stern Show. Let's go.
never watched Howard Stern in my life.
Fair enough. She also has a scene telling Jim to keep his pacer up, and then see him outside, and he says the same thing.
Okay, we'll end the stream with this other clip that is fucking fantastic.
If it gets claimed, it gets claimed. Who really cares?
And it is Jim Brannan and Patrick playing DDR.
Is it?
Very quick, isn't she? You can't dance in trainers and jeans.
You see, proper dancing needs a proper gear.
Ballroom is about etiquette.
It's only a matter of coordination.
Oh, no, you don't, Jim Brannan.
Can't be that difficult.
Go on, Jim. Hit that shit, Jim. Yeah. Oh, of course Pauline's here.
Gordon.
Yeah, fuck Pauline.
Hey, Dorothy, what do you think?
It's when Patrick
You
gets.
always have to make a fool of yourself.
It's when Patrick gets on it. It's when the best.
What is it with them, Ada? They drive us to destruction and yet we love them.
Some of the time.
You can't fool me. You would be lost without you. As for Patrick. Don't.
He's just tapped on the one fucking arrow.
He can keep a secret.
He's not even addressing the others.
Patrick and I are going to get married.
When do you ask you?
The Caribbean Yolande.
What's the
It's
Yolande?
Caribbean.
So fucking outrageous.
A summer wedding.
I always thought that Patrick and I were happy as we were, you know. I mean,
Not
after
saying
all,
she's
God
aged
sees
badly.
all and he knows what's in my heart. You don't need a
No,
piece of
no,
paper
she
to know
hasn't.
that Patrick and I love each other.
Now, you can make your vows in front of him.
With Victor, it was like the man didn't know the meaning of romance. That should have warned me what was to follow. But with Patrick, things are going to be different.
When Jim asked me, you know, up
Break
and
it
up
down,
under my
Paddy.
thing,
Thank you for £2.
I knew exactly what was in his heart, and I knew what was in mine. And I found myself saying, yes.
That's just how it's going to be for me and Patrick.
Got one more shot of them dancing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, that's enough of that. All right, I think that's the stream.
Black don't crack. She looks brilliant. Still does. So does Patrick, says Jack. Yeah.
Piggy's reading the messages you don't read aloud.
Yeah, I don't care. I will.
But yeah, that's the stream though. Thought it was a more fun one. Obviously, hey, also, you know what happened last night? Obviously, the stream was shorter because there was the football match on. We fucking won. We've not won since October. Fucking, I was 89th minute penalty. Fucking, whoa, go on. Fucking, come on. We're back. We're winning the league. No, but yeah, no, it's good fun. But hey, this stream's been good fun though. Do appreciate you all being here. It's been a slightly more unhinged, but slightly longer. So thank you to everybody who supported us through today. I think we had what? Did we have 2 members? Just one, and obviously Luke just threw pound coins at our forehead, like we're dancing on a fucking street corner. Just all about that
Doing
bass, about
Jim
that
and-
bass, no treble. Yeah. Fucking pound coins launched. But yeah, that's the stream. We'll be back tomorrow, and then we don't actually have to do daily live streams for a while, which is going to be lovely. But we'll still be doing the watch parties on Thursdays like normal. But yes, one more day, and it's the final day of the 41st anniversary. So make sure to join us tomorrow for the next stream. Cheers, everyone. Take care of yourselves, and see you all tomorrow.